All right, Doomsday Preppers, you're going to love this video. I'm in the middle of a 30-part series where I'm talking about 30 things I've learned over the last 10 years of photography. And this one is going to be about preparing for and understanding threats in your business. Now, this is not like just because we talk about threats and worst case scenario, it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it does mean we have a plan for them. So if you are like inclined to like freak out when somebody talks about like worst case scenario, like calm down because it's going to be okay. Now, what we're talking about today kind of piggybacks on several of the videos that I have shared about identifying strengths and weaknesses and how important it is to know those because it helps to identify areas of opportunity that you have. Well, we're going to add one more layer onto that and talk about threats to our business. And in order to do that, we're going to put that all together and create and conduct a SWOT analysis. SWOT is SWOT. It stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And the reason why these are so important is it helps you to be able to plan and strategize your business to keep it, so you're aware of things going on around you, and it really shows you opportunities that you have to grow and areas where you can really work on your business processes so you can withstand like any threats or any of that external stuff that we talked about in our, navigating changes. This is really going to help you be able to do all of the things that we talked about practically. Now, a SWOT analysis is actually a really fantastic way to visualize where your business stands like as is today and help you to plan for future growth. It's not like just about like planning for worst case scenario and doomsday and all of that stuff. It's really about growth and making a plan and bringing peace of mind. Because I'm like worst case scenario queen. Like I want to know worst case scenario. I want to make a plan for it, and then I can like let it go. I can let it go, and I have complete peace of mind. So how do you do a SWOT analysis for your business? Well, you're going to write a grid on a piece of paper like this, and you're going to have strengths on the top left, weaknesses on the top right, opportunities bottom left, and threats on the bottom right. So let's go back to the top and talk about strengths. These are things that your business is really good at, the things that you excel at. Maybe you're really efficient in photographing. Maybe you've got quick turnaround times. You're great at editing. You have great customer service, identifying all the things that you are good in. And then the weaknesses are areas where that you can improve. Be honest with these. If you're like struggling with lighting, write that down. If you're like, well, I'm really new to owning a business and so I kind of lack some business skills, write that down. So recognizing these is like the first step in moving forward, just like we talked about in the video on identifying the strengths and the struggles. All right, so then the next one is opportunities. And opportunities are external factors that you can use to leverage and grow your business. So maybe it's like an opportunity for working with a different type of client. Maybe it's learning like a new style of photography. What are opportunities that you have that align with your goals that you can write in that section. So the fourth quadrant is going to be threats. And these threats are external challenges that you might face. So just like what we talked about in video number 17, whenever it comes to being flexible and pivoting and being aware of change that might occur, like the change that might occur goes in the threats, quadrant. So if that is, the economy, it is, changes in client behavior, that, things that you cannot control. And then understanding these threats are going to help you plan defensively. That way you can sustain the ups and downs of all of those external factors. All right, so now that you know what a SWOT analysis is, let's put it through some practical application. And as we go through this process, you are going to start to see all of what we've learned come to life, and you're going to be able to put some action to it. So we are going to use Susie as an example. Susie is a food photographer, and she is conducting a SWOT analysis for the very first time. Susie knows that she is great with communicating with clients. She's got a great relationship with them. She's really good at that. She's also really good at recipe execution. Like, she can make the recipes they give her look really, really good, and her clients love her for that. She knows that she's proficient with her camera. She understands it well. She's been doing this for a while, so she feels very comfortable behind her camera. Next, she's really great at accommodating different styles. So she's got a couple of different clients, and they have different styles, and she does a really great job at meeting those different styling needs that they have. And so she's also very proud of that. And they let her know that they appreciate that about her too. All right, next are her weaknesses. So Susie is pretty inconsistent with her lighting because she shoots with natural light. And so not only does that affect her lighting and her photos, but it also affects her workflow because she's just limited on when she can photograph. And she also finds that she takes too long to photograph. She's overshooting. So she needs a better workflow so she can start making more money per hour. It's an easy way to give yourself a raise without asking your clients for more money, is increasing your workflow. And so she knows that it's important. She knows that it's a weakness of hers. And then developing recipes is also a weakness that she has. Clients have asked her to do it in the past. She didn't deliver very well, and so they haven't asked her to do it again. And she wants to get better, but she needs to improve. And then the last thing that she identifies as a weakness is mindset. Like, she fully knows that mindset is important, and she knows that she struggles in this area. She struggles with comparison, and she struggles with feeling inadequate, and that kind of keeps her from working within her full potential. So now that she's identified her weaknesses, she's going to talk about opportunities and write down opportunities that she has. And she sees an opportunity to learn food video. You know, her clients use food video on their blogs and on social, and so she sees it as an opportunity to, hey, she can continue to serve them, and by adding on this service. Next, she sees, developing recipes as a weakness, and she sees it as an opportunity. It's not that she doesn't enjoy it. It's that, she needs some more practice in that area. It's something for her to grow in. And opportunities, she's got opportunities for more clients. Don't we all, right? And so she sees that as an opportunity. And then utilizing an email list. Like, she's got an email list, but she doesn't really use it very well. And so she sees that as a real opportunity to help grow her business. So let's talk about some threats that she has. So some threats that she faces, in her current field, in her current market, are technology changes. She's really feeling the AI, and Google updates. Those are challenges for her to overcome. And then threats that really anybody in any service-based industry face is loss in clients. When you have consistent clients that you're working with, the threat of them leaving for one reason or another is always there. So how do you combat that, right? How do you set yourself up to protect yourself against that type of threat? So one of these threats you can control, and the other threat you can't control, really. And so what the SWOT analysis does, now that she's conducted this, is the SWOT analysis really sets Susie up to create a nice goal and action plan. And you can choose 2 from your list. You can choose 3, you can choose 4. I chose 4 goals because it works with the graphic. And so Susie's doing 4 goals from her SWOT analysis. The first one is lighting. She's going to learn how to use artificial light so her photos are consistent, but she also knows that it's going to help her workflow. And just this alone is going to help her make more money per hour. Number 2 is developing recipes. So she is going to make it a goal for herself to learn how to develop recipes so she can start getting more sales by developing exclusive recipes. Then number 3 is food video. So she wants to learn how to do food video so she can start to diversify her income in that way, or start serving the clients that she already has in that way. And then goal number 4 is she's going to work on building her email list. She wants to take advantage of her email list and turn them into consistent clients. So now that she's conducted a SWOT analysis, she has a solid goal plan. And if you remember when we talked about our strengths and our struggles lessons, we talked about how when you identify your strengths, you can look for ways to educate yourself, or you can hire out. So for Susie's situation, you know, whenever it comes to learning lighting, that's not something that she can outsource. So that was a weakness that she was going to educate herself in, because you can't outsource lighting, right? Conducting a SWOT analysis is a really great regular practice you should do multiple times a year, because you're able to analyze where your business is at, and then you can make a game plan for where you need to go. And this game plan honestly creates such peace of mind. And so if you have conducted a SWOT analysis for your business before, post it in the comments below and tell us how it has impacted your business. And if you have never conducted a SWOT analysis before, oh friend, it is time to get to work. That is your action step to take from this video. You go get to work. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next video.